Hi there, my name's Kate. I'm a technical support specialist, and I'm cosplaying Lance.
And hey, I'm Wren. I'm actually a student right now. I'm hoping to go into UX. And I'm cosplaying Keith, and we're both cosplaying from Voltron. Oh gosh. We came from Hamilton, Ontario. So quite a bit. That's like a 10 hour drive.
Yeah. So we traveled a good fair distance by car.
Yeah, carpooling.
It's a hobby.
Yeah, it definitely is a hobby. I don't think I could manage to do it professionally. I don't think.
It's a little too much maintenance for a professional.
But it's something I really enjoy, and I think it's definitely worth it. I've been cosplaying for about 6 or 7 years now. I started in 2011. Yeah, so about that time.
I've been cosplaying on and off for about
10 years?
12 years?
10, yeah.
About 10 or 12 years. But I didn't start really getting back into cosplay until about 5 years ago.
Okay, it's a long story, but basically we started watching the series because we really liked Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, and we found out it was by a similar studio. The same studio, just under a different name, because it's under DreamWorks and Netflix. But we found out about that, and we started watching it, and we got really into it, and then a bunch of our friends were into it, so we're like, oh crap, let's cosplay these characters. Actually, I didn't start cosplaying Keith until later on in the season, because I didn't like him as a character until then. And you actually started off with Pidge.
I started off with Pidge.
Yeah. And this is actually my Lance cosplay that I originally
we were Pidge and Lance. We were here last year as Pidge and Lance.
Yeah.
This year we're here as Lance and Keith because ship wars are a thing.
Because shipping reasons, and also because I really like Keith a lot.
I still really want to do Pearl and Alazul from Legend of Mana. Like, really, really, really want to do those two.
And as for me, my dream cosplays have already been fulfilled, so at this point I don't really know where I want to keep going with this. It was Howl from Howl's Moving Castle, and I'm actually wearing it this weekend, just not right now. I heard that there's an Atlas one, Spike Chunsoft one tomorrow and we're doing Zero Time Dilemma, so we might go to that one just to see how it is. But unfortunately the ones at Magfest are a little bit sparse. I kind of wish there were a bit more, but I understand that it's not really a cosplay convention, it's more of a music and gaming one, so we're just here to have fun.
Gaming conventions in general I find have less photo shoots, just because it's not really cosplay focused, but it's always really fun when you meet people who like the same games as you, especially when you like some of those more niche games like Zero Escape.
Yeah, we actually met at a cosplay photo shoot. Back in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah. This is our third year. Third year in a row.
We do some work with a con back in Ontario, and it's a smaller gaming con that like focuses on gaming and YouTube. So the staff there like going to Magfest because it's like, we could be this someday. So the higher ups were like, hey, you guys want to go to Magfest? And that's kind of how we started going.
Yeah, we kind of went in fairly last minute as like 2 filler people because I think they just needed people to fill the car. And yeah, it just kind of happened and we've been coming back ever since. It's quickly becoming one of our favorite conventions. Yeah, I look forward to it every year.
I like that it's a little bit of an older crowd. Like, I don't feel like I'm running around with a bunch of, like, little kiddies.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because that happens a lot at cons, especially with cosplay, especially with Voltron. I just feel like it's a little bit of an older crowd. I'm very, very, very into video games. Like, I came here, I saw Puyo-san, and I just about died. I think I spent, like, an hour at the console.
Well, yeah, you're more into the retro games, so that's definitely more for you. Yeah. I come here for, like, mostly the parties. You know, I heard that they're pretty good. And then usually there's a few friends from the States that we don't get to see, except for at this con. They're not here this year, unfortunately. But for me, it's more like the friends, and then also the chiptune raves and the dances. They're pretty nice. And generally drinking and partying, yeah.
I had a really good time last year, but like it wasn't anything in particular. We were up at like 1:30, 2 a.m. and we just went and played a bunch of the indie games that were still out and some of the other ones. And just like had a really good time. It was just really chill. It was a great atmosphere. There's not a lot of places you can wander around and just like casually play video games, like, or indie games in general at like 2 in the morning unless you're playing it at home on Steam, which is kind of boring sometimes.
For me, this Magfest technically hasn't happened yet, so I can't say this is my favorite one. My favorite one of the 3 we've attended, and we've only attended the main ones, would probably be our first one, just because everything was so like shiny and new, and everything was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Because the ones in Canada are not nearly as big, so for sure.
So there's this panel that our roommate brought up to us. That aside, there's nothing like too big. We're gonna try the VR thing tomorrow, which sounds really fun. So that I'm actually looking forward to doing that Teamwork VR.
Yeah, for me, I'm not really huge on panels. We like going around and doing the games and the events and stuff a bit more, just because I find with Magfest, one of the things I really like about Magfest is that it's so chill and so non-structured. And so a lot of the best panels and the best experiences we had were just unplanned running into things. Like, I was just coming back to my room last year, and they had the Triforce Symphony going on, and like to just sort of like walk into it, that's sort of part of the magic, I think. Oh, definitely. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Just from previous track record.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's what the one con we work at is trying to do. But if it were something like just like this that was a lot closer, I'd be stoked.
Yeah, just because the trek is not really easy to make, and sometimes it would be nice if the Magfest experience can kind of be brought to us a little bit. That being said, we haven't been to any of the other offshoots yet. I can't remember what the other one was. Magwest. Yeah, we haven't been to any of those yet, unfortunately.
And Mag Labs, which I've heard a lot about, but I've not been to. But I hear really good things about it. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh god. I can't say no. No, there hasn't been.
No, I can't really think of anything that really kind of competes with it. Like, we've traveled for other things before, but it's a very, very different vibe.
We've been to like lots of cons in the States. We've been to Yumacon, we've been to Otakon, we've been to Colossal East. Yeah, and nothing else can really compare to it. That's kind of why we keep coming back, even though it's really far away for us.
Just because it's like such a fun experience for us.
Yeah.
I think it's the dedication and time put into it. Like, clearly the people doing it absolutely love what they're getting themselves into. They love the music, they love the retro games, they love the indie games, like the indie developing alley is something I love. And just like seeing that everybody here has like that huge passion is really, really nice.
Yeah, even down to like things like the graphic design on badges.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Like, yeah, it's so cool. And it's really awesome to see that the people running this really love what they're doing. And I think that's sort of what carries on throughout the entire convention and with everyone that attends. Well, for me, my cosplay stuff, it's That Asian Person on Facebook, and then all the other links just kind of like lead up to that.
I'm Sleepy Keeks, Kiks, or Sleepy Kicks, and I'm mostly hiding around on Instagram.
Con Bravo.
Con Bravo, yes. It's Con Bravo. It's in Hamilton. It's usually around the end of July. And it is a gaming and YouTube convention, mostly focusing on YouTubers and game streaming.
Yeah, so more on the streaming parts and the games and indie things, and a little bit less on the parties.
Yeah.
Parties here are way better.
Hi, I am Courtney Washington, aka One Jenny Fan on the internet. I staff, technically I'm volunteering this year because of a lot of stuff. And I'm cosplaying right now Rosalia Rossellini from Trauma Team, which is kind of a walking spoiler. Oops. I live pretty close. I actually travel back and forth. I'm about like probably on average 45 minutes back and forth. So not too far, which is nice. Oh, I do it as a hobby. I do what's called closet, which is like I either buy stuff or get some from my own closet and like kind of fix it up. This is just a white dress with ribbon done with hot glue gun, so definitely just as like a hobby. I might want to actually start sewing at some point though, but right now I just do closet. Well, I started in 2016. It's kind of something I always did on Halloween though, and then my senior year in college we had a little convention there where I did Naoto from Persona 4, and yeah, it just kind of spiraled from there. And I love it so. I do. I'm actually the cosplay department's official photo shoot manager. I put out a form saying that's what I did this year, saying who wants to do a photo shoot, and all the organizers contact me. I'm kind of in charge of all of them, and I co-run some photo shoots as well, but the main ones I do are the Atlas photo shoot, which is stuff like Persona and Trauma Center, Catherine, SMT, and then I also do Spike Chunsoft, which is like Danganronpa and Zero Escape. About the same time I've been cosplaying, so since like 2016. I got really ripped into this pretty quickly, honestly. Loved it. Fourth. Yes, fourth. Kind of 3.5 this year. That's really hard to say because they're all really different. They all had their pros and cons. I had some kind of staff issues last year, so maybe not last year, but there were things about last year that I really liked. So honestly, I can't really answer that question. I liked doing Magfest Versus a couple years ago, especially since Matt Mercer was there, the voice of Kanji and Yusuke from Persona. So I got to work with him kind of, which was really cool. But yeah, like everything has its ups and downs. Every Magfest, every event. So I like them all. I have a bunch of friends that go to it. I'm a part of this group, anyone that's in the area, like the Northern Virginia area, called Console Gamers Group. I found out about it through Meetup. A bunch of them went to Magfest, and I'm also part of a group called Gaming in Public DC, and some people there actually staff Magfest. They do stuff with Versus, they program stuff, one guy works with the Jam Clinic, so I kind of found out about it through a bunch of different people, so I kind of see everyone here, which is nice. I mean, I said Versus. I really loved last year, not gonna lie, at the Atlas photo shoot when I was able to convince a really good friend of mine to do CR from Trauma Team. I'm hoping, cross my fingers, knock on wood, next year for the 10-year anniversary, I'd really like to do like a big Trauma Team group, but I gotta get people into it first. So who knows? I mean, this will be my last day here. I'll be doing a tech week starting tomorrow. So, highlights so far. I've been keeping it pretty easy this year, honestly. I've got some really big events coming up in the evening, both of my photo shoots and a tournament. But Trauma Center tournament yesterday, I run every year, was pretty good. We got quite a few people considering it was on a Thursday afternoon. That's always fun, seeing people that like Trauma Center as much as I do. I feel like that's something you can really only get somewhere like here. I'm not a big concert person, honestly. It's a little loud for me, but I need to start watching them on YouTube though, I swear. I really want to watch Triforce Quartet, I think the name of it is. I won't be able to this year, unfortunately, but I would really love to at some point. And I have a bunch of good friends that are in Wreck the System. I didn't get to see them here. I had a rehearsal, but at I saw them not this year, but I think last year at Magfest Laboratories. Really good. They have like really good energy, really good performance. They love drawing the crowd in, and it's really easy to see. So I love that. That's my plan. As long as nothing crazy pops up like this year. This year it was a miracle. There's a lot of cosplay events that just due to me doing the show I'm doing for next week and me doing the photo shoots, I am just not able to go to. Like the cosplay contest, I do that pretty much every year. Cosplay chess, I wanted to see how that turned out this year. Cutthroat cosplay, I absolutely love. And I feel like there's others I'm forgetting. Dance Off, cosplay Dance Off is the other one. But yeah, I love seeing those. Name That Tune. Like I want to see Versus, but I never can anymore. Stuff always gets like rescheduled and stuff. I love seeing the tournaments every year. Let's see them come back. As long as they have me doing the photo shoots, they will be back. So you can count on that, hopefully. Oh God. I know. My immediate thought is Super Smash Brothers, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna say that. But just because like it's a mashup of so many different things, I like to quote Steven Universe on this. Like some people say that Magfest is a con, and then a lot of people on staff go, "It's a festival, it's a festival." I like to say it's an experience. So make sure it's a good experience. Now go have fun. I'm one Jenny fan online, pretty much anywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, blah, 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 blah. At anime conventions, I do photo shoots for Avatar The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, and Steven Universe. I come to the Persona ones, the Danganronpa ones. I host Spike Chunsoft and Atlas shoots here, as you know. And I run the Trauma Center tournament and the Persona spin-offs tournament. Joker from Smash Brothers will be added to that eventually, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully more in the future, so stay tuned.
Rolling. I'm Al. I'm a prop maker and cosplayer here at Magfest.
My name's Sid, and I am a prop maker as well, and first-time cosplayer.
Right this week we're doing a Fortnite cosplay together. I'm doing a Gretzko cosplay as well. Normally it's usually video game stuff for me, but I'll do like some anime, some TV, movies. I've been cosplaying casually for 7 years, more seriously for about 3-4 years. It was about a 4-hour drive from Scranton to here, but we did it in about 3.5. This is my third Magfest.
And this is my first.
I have to say, last year I did a Legend of Zelda photo shoot, and we had all the various Legend of Zelda cosplayers, met a lot of really, really talented cosplayers and prop makers there, and it was just all around a great time. I still talk to like a lot of people I've met from there.
He kind of helped with that. I've been wanting to get into cosplay and going to different cons and festivals for a while, and he kind of gave me the final push to make the jump and, come see what Magfest is all about.
For me, I'd have to say last Magfest was the best. I just had like more freedom to go around and just hang out with more people, see more people, just have tons of more fun than I've had. The last few other years were more fun, definitely, but the last year was definitely my more open, meeting more people, just hanging out and having a really good time.
I think it's going to be really fun. I know that there's going to be a lot of different people doing all kinds of different diverse cosplays, so it'll be fun to see that. And we have a bunch of friends that are going to be entering different video game tournaments, so getting to see them actually, compete all together is going to be awesome. I know one of our friends is doing Dragon Ball FighterZ tomorrow, as well as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Another one of our friends is really big into Mario Kart, so I know that we'll be seeing him
Dominate.
Mario Kart. Yes, he will dominate Mario Kart.
For me, I always like Magfest as it's a con I take very seriously. I always make sure to bring a very good cosplay or cosplays to it. But when I'm here, it's just laid back, fun. Like, I'll just be walking down the con with a bottle of Coke and nothing else in it and just having a good time. Whereas most other conventions, I can't do that. It's just the general environment, people singing, playing Rocksmith, people just hanging out, dancing in the hallways. It's just, all that's a great time. The panels are great. I actually have never been to a concert at Magfest, but I'm hoping to change that this year.
Yeah, and I think concerts are something that I'm really interested in, but really getting to see all kinds of different panels is going to be awesome. There's everything from prop making to, the whose role is it anyway, like all that stuff is right up my alley, so I'm really looking forward to that too.
And the sea shanties.
Yes, and the sea shanties.
I cannot wait for the sea shanties panel.
I'm looking forward to having a lot of fun, hopefully meeting a lot of new people and making some awesome friends while I'm here, and just getting to see the lay of the land and how everything goes.
Pretty much same. Here to have a good time, here to hang out, have fun, hang with friends, meet new friends, and see some incredible cosplays. It's day one. I've already seen phenomenal cosplays just on Thursday, which is crazy to me.
Definitely. I think basically how he pitched it to me was, it's just really fun. Like, there's all kinds of people that you'll meet, you make some really great friends, you see a lot of awesome cosplays and, learn a lot of different things at different panels, and just, it's a really good time and worth coming. That's basically how he pitched it to me. It was just that it's great to come.
Yeah, like, I've had panels where I learned how to make chainmail, and I've had panels where he talked about hentai. It's just all kinds of crazy stuff, and each panel I've been to is awesome in its own way.
You can check us out at SNA Cosplays on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and you can catch my personal Instagram at Miss Burgundy Cosplays.
And mine is also Yummy Delicious Zero on Instagram.